Shokri. Just quick question with regard to civil society and the freedom of the press and civil liberties in general, as articulated by Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General of the UN, that freedom of the press and civil society represent the lungs that the societies are breathing now. How you see, in the light of the crackdown on civil society organizations in Egypt, on the crack on the press, the storming of the press syndicate in the heart of Cairo, and the random arrest of activists, will help into curbing the fertile soil for recruitment for extremist organizations?
Again, I believe that much of your statement is a generalization which misrepresents conditions in Egypt. When you relate to the issue of freedom of the press, I hope that you recognize that in Egypt there are a multitude of press outlets, both independent and even government-owned, that are totally free to express their views and do so, whether in the written or the television press, and that continue to operate quite effectively. I hope that you have followed the debate that has transpired within the various components of the press syndicate in relation to their objection to the harboring of people who had been requested by a judicial order to appear for questioning because of their incitement to assassinate the President of the Republic. I believe this is a criminalized activity here in the United States as well. So I think it is much more pertinent to address issues in a very accurate manner and in reflection of the developments that Egypt has seen since the revolution of the 25th of January and the 30th of June, in a much broader degree of both political activism, the presence of 47,000 NGO organizations operating freely and actively to support the priorities of the Egyptian people, and a newly elected parliament which expresses the will of the Egyptian people. The issues of separation of powers between the executive, the legislative, and judicial branch is a vehemently held principle by this government, which guarantees the freedoms and the political participation of all Egyptians.